Hey everyone, Django here. Welcome back to my Craftoria world, where we are taking a look at the mods in this pack and how to get started with them. I've been working on Ars Nouveau. Last time we did that source battery, and now I've got this essence set up, built. But it's a very manual process. Whoa, what is this? A backwards moonwalk? Anyway, this is a very manual process to craft all this stuff, and we're going to set up full automation with Starbuncles. Stick around. Please give me a few seconds to thank our sponsor, Apex Hosting. If you're thinking about starting your own Minecraft server, Apex Hosting is a great way to go. With their always-on servers, you can invite your friends to join at any time with no port forwarding setups, and setting up mod packs like this one is a breeze with their one-click installations. Plus, they offer 24/7 support to help with any issues, and they'll handle mod pack upgrades for you. If you do check them out, please use my link, django.com/apex, which helps support the channel. Thank you for your support. All right, let's get back to it. Before we automate it, let's talk about it. This is the essence setup. Ars Nouveau essence. There's 7 different kinds of them, and they're all crafted with these imbuement chambers with pedestals or platforms around them, and they're necessary ingredients. You just take a source gem, put it in the imbuement chamber, we'll put one in here, and nearby source jars will give it source to speed things up. Put one in here too. And I've got my battery feeding all of these jars through this splitter up here, and this splitter, I right click on it with the Dominion wand, you can see it's taking from that jar over there and sending to these 4 jars over here, which are all positioned close enough to feed all of these. These imbuement chambers all have their recipes built in. They don't get consumed to craft these individual essence. We just grab these, bring them in these oak drawers, which are connected to my main network through the linking tool, through the controller, which has a big upgrade in it, so it covers most of the base. And we can look in here and see those drawers are being shown in our applied energistics inventory. So that's great. It's all very manual. Again, I've got a drawer full of amethyst here. And if I just take one of these, we can drop it into this imbuement chamber right here to make source gems, which I'm putting in here. So there we go. There's the very manual cycle. If I add this oak drawer, which I haven't done yet, to my network here, it should start filling up thanks to our amethyst production up there. So my plan here is to fill these drawers up with maximum essences. I've been using these drawers as kind of a sub-network to my ME network, and I'm kind of using the max capacity of these drawers, which is 2K by default, to kind of gate the production of new resources. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to take all of these amethyst, put them in the imbuement chamber, put those in here, and then use these to make up all the different types of essences for us. And we're going to use Starbuncles for that. Now, Starbuncles are one of the few mobs in Ars Nouveau that allow us to automate things. They're like smart hoppers, and we can tell them to pick things up from one place and move them to another. There are lots of different ways we could automate this in any given mod pack, but on the Ars Nouveau floor of our base, we're going to use as much Ars Nouveau as we can. To make a Starbuncle that's going to be like our pet and do work for us, we need a Starbuncle charm, which comes from these Starbuncle tokens. Get some gold in this enchanting apparatus. I've got 2 Starbuncle tokens that I've got in previous episodes. I think I need 3 Starbuncles. I had 3, but one of those tokens is being used to make the conjuration essence. So let's go get one more Starbuncle, which we get a token from finding a Starbuncle in the wild and giving it a gold nugget. And we can use our dowsing rod to find a Starbuncle. And they're just pretty much everywhere. If we have an Ars Nouveau forest biome, they can be a little easier to find there. But otherwise, we can just find them around. And our dowsing rod will help us with this. I just realized I have a chest up here I haven't looked in. Oh, and I see a Starbuncle down there, I think. Okay, well, that's not terribly interesting. So you see that right there in the middle by my crosshairs? That is a Starbuncle. Where is he? Okay, here he is right here. So we throw a gold nugget on the ground. Picks it up and turns into tokens. Oh, that was lucky. I got 2. So now I've got 4 Starbuncle tokens. Let's head back. This had a waystone up top. Okay. Here we are back home again. Now to make these Starbuncles, we just get some gold. 4 gold around the enchanting apparatus and put a Starbuncle token inside. And we get a Starbuncle charm. And I'm going to make all 3 of these guys. The cutest hopper. Okay, that's 3 Starbuncle charms. We'll save the other token for later. We just right click on the ground with it and we get a Starbuncle. And you can see on the Starbuncle that it's storing items and taking items from 0 locations. With the Dominion wand, we just need to tell it what to do. Let's just do a quick recap of what we needed to do. We need these shards to go into this imbuement chamber to make source gems, and we need the source gems to come out of here and go into this source gem oak drawer. We also need these gems to be placed into all the imbuement chambers, and then the output of the imbuement chambers we need to be carried back over here and put into these drawers. Now we can do 4 different Starbuncles to do those 4 different tasks, but I'm going to shortcut that a little bit because there's a few things we can do with hoppers here. That's why I strategically put these blocks right where I did, these drawers. So if we put a hopper right here, that should pull these amethyst shards right into the imbuement chamber. It gets turned into a source gem. Now we could put a hopper beneath here, but that will not work because a hopper will pull anything out and it will pull out the amethyst shard before it can be turned into a gem. If we use like an item pipe, because this drawer is locked to source gems, that would work because the item pipe would not pull the gem out unless it had a place to put it. So we could use like a mechanism logistical transporter, but let's just keep it to Ars and vanilla with the hoppers. All right, so now we just need to tell this guy right here to take this out of here and put it into here. So we shift right click on the imbuement chamber, and then we right click on the Starbuncle. And that tells this Starbuncle to take from that location. And there's this combination of shift right clicking and right clicking. If we shift right click on a Starbuncle, it's going to clear everything. And we need to shift right click on chests and drawers and the imbuement chambers. So it gets a little tricky. Right click on the Starbuncle now and tell it to put these things in this drawer. So he will spring to action, grab this source gem out of here and place it in that drawer. And now the hopper's putting another one in here. He should grab that, and he's not even going to have to move. This is the laziest Starbuncle in the world. Now we can color these guys. Let's color this guy purple, just so we can keep track of them all. So now we've got a purple Starbuncle doing this amethyst to source gem transfer. Next, we need a Starbuncle to take our source gem and put it into all 7 of these imbuement chambers. So let's make another Starbuncle. Let's make this one blue so we can tell them apart. And with the Dominion wand, shift right click on the oak drawer with the source gem, right click on the Starbuncle, then right click on the Starbuncle and shift right click on each of the imbuement chambers. Remember just to right click on the Starbuncle and shift right click on the imbuement chamber. And when we do right click on the Starbuncle, we can see what he's already bound to. Okay, he's not doing anything because these imbuement chambers all have stuff in them. But if we take one of these out, like this water essence, he should get to work. All right, now we need one more Starbuncle to take everything out of the imbuement chambers and put them into these drawers over here. Let's put him down. We've got some more dye right here. Let's make him red. Now this Starbuncle we're going to configure to take out of these imbuement chambers, like shift right click on this one, right click on him, right click on him to go into this drawer up here. Shift right click to clear him. Let's try it. Let's start this again. Right click on the Starbuncle, shift right click in that drawer. Okay, now he's going to store items there. Now shift right click here to take from this chamber and right click on the Starbuncle. Uh-oh. Can't do it. You know why? He can't reach. Starbuncles can only reach 3 high. Okay, we can solve this. And we can put a controller access point. I was ready for this. We put a controller access point right here, connect it to our network. And now we right click on the Starbuncle. Can we tell them to put into a controller access point? We cannot. I didn't think so. We have a hopper. Now if we right click on the Starbuncle and shift right click on the hopper, maybe he's confused because he's got other places to store it and he keeps trying. So let's clear everything out of this Starbuncle and start over. We'll shift right click here, right click on the Starbuncle, then right click on the Starbuncle and shift right click on the hopper. Uh-oh. But now look what's happening. It's hard to tell what they're doing because they're not moving, but this blue one is taking source gem and putting it in here, and the red one is taking the source gem out right away. That's no good. Let's clear him. We can solve this with a deny scroll. We can set up scrolls, a deny scroll here, which allows us to set a list of items that the Starbuncle will not act on. So we need to put a deny scroll with a source gem in it on that red Starbuncle. Now, in order to make a deny scroll, we've got some stuff we need to do here. First of all, we need a scribes table. This is how we put new glyphs in our spell book. Also how we create a deny scroll. To make a deny scroll itself, we need a scroll, blank parchment, which is mage bloom fiber, which comes from these mage bloom plants, which comes from mage bloom seeds. And we make mage bloom seeds in an enchanting apparatus. I've got some mage blooms planted upstairs. Right over here. They're just regular crops. We can take these mage blooms and turn them into mage bloom fibers. So now with those, we can make some blank parchment. And with that, we can make a deny list. So let's put the scribes table down right over here. I think if we place it like in this direction, yeah. So the scribes table is really cool. We can just put a thing on it. Now we need a source gem. We shift right click on it and it says item added. We take this back again and we look at this scroll. It's got a source gem listed in the tooltip there. So now if we just right click on the red Starbuncle with this, he's now got a filter. And we need to set up his inventories again. I shift right click on the imbuement chamber, right click on the Starbuncle, right click on the Starbuncle, shift right click on the hopper, and now he should stop taking source gems. As soon as this turns into an abjuration essence, I'll come back and grab it. We'll put it in the controller access point, which is connected to all these drawers. And we're relying on the fact that there are no empty drawers anywhere on our network. This is just something we've been doing all along to make sure that random stuff doesn't fill into storage drawers. Okay, we just need to connect him to the rest of the imbuement chambers. So we just shift right click here and right click on the Starbuncle. If we just right click on him, we can see everything he's connected to. I missed one. Chasing these guys around. Got him. Okay, I think we've got everything set up now. And there we go. These guys are going to go forever until these are all filled up with 2,000 each of these essences. And then they'll stop because there's no place left to put them. Let's look at one final thing that we can make with this fiber here. Mage bloom beds. We can link these guys to beds. Just kind of put them right here. We can link this blue one to sleep in that bed when he's got nothing to do, which is never at this point. You can put this guy right here on this bed. There he goes. He got in his bed, but he won't stay there for very long. And what's left? The red one we'll put in the middle bed. They've all got beds to sit in when they're doing nothing. And there you have it. There is full essence automation with 3 Starbuncles. You can see my battery at work over there, sending the source over to all these jars to support the imbuement chambers. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, we'll take a look at another mob to drink me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. I appreciate you.